mas saiu aqui para mais um vídeo de Fallout 4 e eu andei a explorar o mapa um bocado e encontrei este robô, parece que está desativado, e encontrei também esta casa, que tem aqui um terminal, aqui, coisa,
Perfect.
isto é para parar-me, para parar. Leva isto vou aqui. Deixa cá ver o que é que podemos fazer com o robô sentinela. Uou!
Objective: control immediate area and neutralize any hostiles that pose a possible threat to the U.S. military and/or its citizens.
Brutal! Mas deixa cá ver se eu consigo fazer alguma coisa com a holotape.
Initiating defensive procedures. Checking mapping protocol for nearby military emplacements that require assistance. Southwestern checkpoint detected as requiring assistance. Engaging threat analysis red. Threat analysis green. Security operation successful. Resuming normal operation. Weapon. Analysis green. Neutralization operation complete.
Vermelhos. Ok, vai. Eu pensava que ele ia fugir. Não, digo. Já estava com o vapor mais.
Alert. Hostiles in the area. Detected. Comment. Analysis yellow. Beginning lethal force neutralization operation. Hostiles neutralized. Recommend immediate repairs to primary systems to ensure continued threat analysis yellow. Potential perimeter breach. Beginning sweep.
Só isto? Ok, sim, pode andar.
Over here.
Alert. Hostiles detected. Lethal force authorized.
Come on.
Alert, weapons free. Weapons neutralized. Recommend immediate repairs to primary systems to ensure continued operation. Threat analysis green. Threat analysis yellow. Threat analysis green. No hostiles detected. Analysis green. Successful.
Desta vai ser uma boa resolver todos os meus problemas.
Hostile detected. Non-combatant safety.
O balão. Ah, espera por mim. É um robô que é muito difícil para. Eu gosto do meu robô, no vinho, muito. sai por este lado, então é sempre para frente, porque não sítio nenhum de virar. What the fuck? What the? Robo! Ah, tá bem. O que é que foi aquilo, meu? Alguma espécie de armadilha foi, meu. Alguma espécie de armadilha foi. Não farta de explodir isto. Explodir tudo, meu. A sorte é que o robô está bom. Oh, meu Deus. Vou apanhar muito pedaço.
Do not interfere with security operations. Hostile detected. Combatant safety. Guaranteed. Alert. Hostiles may be in area.
Robô? Pá, não vai assim mim.
Neutralized. Recommend immediate repairs to primary systems to ensure continued operation. Do not interfere with security operations. Do not interfere with security operations. Do not interfere with security operations. Do not interfere with security operations.
Move here.
Espera aí. Isto não desativou porquê? Não dá para desativar porque a data está corrompida, meu. Olha, consigo desativar. O que é que foi? Quando é que ele foi meu? Boa. Acabei de perder o meu melhor amigo robô e também coisas. Ele desapareceu. Oh, um protector. Uau. Não, aqui do exército. Uma power armor! X1. Falta as pernas. Falta as pernas, coitadinho. Peraí, que é? Não pode. Ah, não é. Ok. Vamos para... Vamos para o prison, para depois nós podemos ir para o aeroporto fazer a nossa missão. Eu tenho uma missão para fazer.
Unless you like getting radiation sickness. I'd stay away from ferals.
Sir,
Is there anything you wish to tell me, Knight?
not at all. I have nothing to hide.
I find that very hard to believe. Proctor Quinlan completed the decryption of the data you retrieved from the Institute. A portion of his findings included a list of synths that went missing or escaped from their underground facility. After careful analysis of the information, we've discovered something unprecedented. Paladin Dance is a perfect match for one of the synths on that list.
That's impossible.
I'm afraid not. The evidence is quite damning. The data you brought back included a record of each subject's DNA. We keep the same information on file for all of our soldiers. Paladin Dance's DNA is a perfect match for a synth they called M797. To make matters worse, he's gone AWOL. Disappeared without a trace. His sudden absence simply reinforces our conclusion that M797 and Paladin Dance are one and the same. I'm finding it difficult to believe that he never confided in you, and then swore you to secrecy.
You have to believe me. He never told me he was a synth.
Apparently, I've misjudged you, which means I've decided to take you at your word. However, that doesn't absolve you of your duty. Dance is a synth. He represents everything we hate, a monstrosity of technology. Our mission in the Commonwealth is clear, which leaves me facing the most difficult order I've ever given. I'm ordering you to hunt down Dance and execute him.
With pleasure. I'll make him pay for lying to us.
I appreciate. Listen, I'm not blind to the fact that Dance was your mentor, and this isn't an easy burden to bear. But if find Proctor Quinlan. He's been analyzed, and Knight, you're dismissed.
Eu vou preparar uma arma. Só para coisa. Eu vou tentar encontrar essa arma. Mano.
Attention all personnel. I'm disappointed I need to address this, but unsanctioned social contact with Commonwealth natives is strictly prohibited.
Proctor,
Anyone who is engaged in such fraternization should report to Knight Captain Cade for
me
immediate
see what you have.
decontamination.
Sure, I've got something.
That is all.
Preciso de armas. E nada. nada assim tão bom. Ok, não é aqui, parece que vou ter que encontrar meu próprio eu. Vou ter que ir na check room, ver aquilo e bam!
Dr. Quinlan?
Oh, Knight. I was told you were coming. Sorry about this business with Dance.
He'll be missed.
Doubtful. I wouldn't miss a synth any sooner than I'd miss a transistor radio. I was merely sorry that you'd been duped. No matter. I've been poring over Dance's duty reports, and unfortunately, I haven't found any concrete information. As you're well aware, Dance had intimate knowledge of the Commonwealth, and I'm afraid he could be seeking refuge anywhere. I think our best approach would be to identify every location he's ever visited and eliminate them as possibilities one by one. You may want to get comfortable. This could take quite a bit of...
What the hell is this crap about Dance being a synth?
I assume your outburst was a reference to some doubt regarding Dance's identity. I can assure you that my findings are quite accurate, Scribe.
So he sets Dance up, and then you knock him down. Is that it?
I don't like your tone, Halen.
My tone. Who cares about protocol at a time like this? I can't believe that after everything Paladin Dance did for you, you're just gonna turn your... There's obviously been a mistake, and we need to get to the bottom of it.
Scribe Halen, you're addressing a senior officer, and you will show her the respect that she's due, or so help me, I'll have you brought up on charges. Now, unless you're here with information that can assist us, I suggest you return to the police station immediately.
Of course. My apologies, Proctor. I believe I have some information that's relevant to the search.
Very well then. Would you care to enlighten us? Or do we have to wait until you decide to grace us with your knowledge?
Knight, if you'd accompany me to the flight deck, I'd like to show you the information I've compiled firsthand. I've stored the data on my Vertibird gunship's computer.
I'll take anything that gets me closer to finding Dance.
Yes, ma'am.
Proceed, Knight. I'll continue doing my research here.
If you'll follow me, ma'am.
The duty shift was long, but I'm glad...
Scribe?
Do you actually plan on killing Paladin Dance?
I haven't decided yet.
Well, before you do, I need you to listen to what I have to say. I've known Paladin Dance ever since I was an initiate. He trained me, showed me the ropes, and when I screwed up, he taught me to dust myself off and move on. He's earned my admiration, my respect, and my friendship. I don't care what Quinlan's report says. I don't care if he's a machine or not.
That's a bold statement.
It's more than just a statement. It's a plea. Dance is the most selfless person I've ever met. I've watched him risk his own life based on nothing more than principle alone. That's why I'm asking you. Not just as a member of the Brotherhood, but as a human being. Give him a chance. Let him tell his side of the story. If you're not convinced by what he says, or somehow he's become truly lost to us, then you do what you have to do.
All right, I'll hear him out.
That's all that I ask. I'll just have to trust that when the time comes, you'll do the right thing. Before the Pribwin showed up, Dance had me identify a fallback point if we ever lost the police station. It was Listening Post Bravo, an old pre-war US military outpost on the northern frontier of the Commonwealth. It's isolated, and we're the only ones that knew about it. So, there's a good chance that's where he's headed. Just be careful. There's no telling what state of mind he's in right now, or if he trusts any of us at all.
Já te foste, Paladin. What the? What perdido este bacana, meu. Ok. Sem ideia.
Going down. Approach and by yourself. Law-abiding citizens will not be harmed.
Parece que houve aqui. Fracaste.
Hey there.
I'm not surprised Maxon sent you. He never liked to do the dirty work himself.
I wish you would have told me the truth, Dance.
I might have, if I'd known what I was. Until Quinlan got that list decoded, I thought synths were the enemy. I never expected to hear that I was one of them. If it wasn't for Halen, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. So, what are your orders? Does Maxon even want me alive?
No, but I'm hoping there's a way out.
Don't be ridiculous. Look, I'm not blind to the fact that this must be difficult for you. I wish Maxon had sent someone else, but that doesn't change a thing. I'm a synth, which means I need to be destroyed. If you disobey your orders, you're not only betraying Maxon, you're betraying the Brotherhood of Steel and everything it stands for. Synths can't be trusted. Machines were never meant to make their own decisions. They need to be controlled. Technology that's run amok is what brought the entire world to its knees, and humanity to the brink of extinction. I need to be the example, not the exception.
If you really feel that way, why did you run in the first place?
The moment I learned the truth, I knew my life was in danger. I'm a soldier, so self-preservation kicked in. I needed to Once I got here, and I had some time to think, I realized I should have stayed on the Like I said, I need to be the example.
I see you've calculated all the variables, just like a machine.
Your anger simply... I'm ready to accept the Maxon's ordered you to execute me, and I'll...
If you're so eager to die, then do it yourself.
If you leave here without Maxon's obviously...
If it needs to be done...
I've never been It's been a pleasure.
Não, o robô não está a aparecer. Aí chega.
Time to waste. There's work to do.
Report, Knight. Have you handled the situation with Paladin Dance?
Uh-huh. I did what had to be done.
That's all I've ever asked of you. Of course. Dance's execution creates a missing link in our chain of command. That traitor held quite an important position with us. I'm certain that you'll make a fine replacement. His quarters and all his possessions are now yours, including his personal suit of power armor. Congratulations, Paladin.
I won't disappoint you, Elder.
Had I even a single doubt in my mind, just be aware that a Brotherhood Paladin is expected to be a symbol of integrity to our brothers and sisters. I trust you won't disappoint them, or disappoint me. In any event, we still have the Institute to contend with, and a lot of work to do before we can begin our final assault. While the finishing touches are being put onto Liberty Prime, Captain Kells has identified a potential threat to our operations. Report to him immediately for your next assignment. Ad Victoriam, Paladin.
React. You're at 100% efficiency.
Hull plating integrity looks good. No need for adjustments.
Ah, Paladin. Good. Now that the unfortunate matter regarding Dance has been settled, we can return to our primary mission.
I'm ready, Captain.
Good, because this mission demands your full attention. Now, before we launch our attack on the Institute, we need to address another threat. The Railroad. They're a small but capable group that uses subterfuge and guerrilla tactics to harass their enemies. Our tactical analysis says they could possibly hamper or harm our operations, which is a risk I'm not willing to take. If we strike them now, we should be able to maximize the amount of damage we do to their organization.
Then let's get to it.
Your enthusiasm is appreciated, Paladin. Destroying the railroad hinges on completely eliminating their leadership. Otherwise, they'll simply regroup somewhere else.
Right? Do they all have to die?
Absolutely. It's the... Now, before you depart...
Our sources tell us that the railroad has some sort of experimental, or they're calling it the Predictive Analytic Machine, or PAM for short. Cute, huh? They use the robot for complex strategic calculations that are much more efficient than anything we can generate here. If you could use this holotape to decrypt the security on PAM's terminal, it will force the unit to return to the Prydwen. I'm certain we could put PAM's computing power to good use. Otherwise, destroy it. We wouldn't want it to fall into the Institute's hands. Good.
I'm certain you'll do whatever it takes to complete the mission. When you're ready, proceed to the Old North Church and link up with our assault team. They'll provide demolition support and all the firepower you'll need to take the railroad down. Ad Victoriam, Paladin.
If you're no good at hacking PAM's systems, you should take someone with you.
Tomemos para ver como ter que usar a mínima. Amigo, para amigo, vou ter que usar a mínima. Vamos destruir o railroad. Vamos destruir o railroad. Vamos destruir o railroad. Quer dizer, eles ajudaram-nos. Mas agora eu vou ajudar eles com uma música. É morrer todos. Então, ó, eu só precisava daquilo para eles me ajudarem. Os bois não quiseram uma. Apesar de me terem ajudado, agora eu vou ajudar. Vou ajudar com uma bala. Bem uma bala de chito mesmo. Aquelas balas bem fortes. Mesmo no meio do cu. Mesmo no meio da cabeça. Vão passar a não ter dores de cabeça, o gajo. Vão passar a não ter dores de cabeça.
Let's do this.
Right here.
He vanished. All right. Huh? Still in one piece.
Quem é amigo, quem é que não é amigo? Para baixo, já.
Hey.
Ok, eu matei um Brotherhood. Estava aqui uma crente. Ah, yeah.
Detonation pack secured and ready, sir.
Para trás, para trás.
What just happened?
Sam?
Security lockdown is in effect. Communication impossible.
Pam.
Full system reset accepted. Awaiting instructions.
Railroad já não há mais um problema para o Instituto nem para nós. vitória de Brotherhood of Steel. É de vitória.
Area secured, Paladin.
Interfere with security operations.
Quando anda debaixo d'água, tu anda debaixo d'água. Meu.
Don't despair, sister. We're here to save the Commonwealth.
Este robô magnífico. Vai ser uma grande máquina de guerra. O que aconteceu?
Look, I'm really busy, and I'm not in the mood for talking.
Não faz nada. É hora de voltar para Freedom.
So close to Paladin hands. Can't talk right now. Gotta clean up my legs. Get out my face.
Oh, what the fuck?
With security operations.
Oh, meu. Opa, onde é que tu andavas? Vem.
Here. Wait there.
Do not interfere with security operations.
Bosta. 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 Bosta.
I always suspected there was something weird about Paladin Dance. Something, off about him.
Pronto, já foi o meu rabo. Outro falhanço meu. Foi quando eu botão de iniciar a autodestruição.
Captain Kells.
Well, it appears that the railroad won't be a hindrance to our future operations.
Those sympathizers deserved exactly what they got.
That they did. I'm also pleased you managed to secure Pam, rather than allow it to be destroyed. We are having it brought to the Pridwin, where it will be installed in Proctor Quinlan's office. It's an amazing piece of pre-war technology that should prove to be quite beneficial to us. Speaking of pre-war technology, Proctor Ingram is putting the final touches on Liberty Prime and requires your assistance. Congratulations on another successful mission, Paladin. Ad Victoriam.
Ad Victoriam.
Picking on a deputy.
You look like you've been through the ringer, Paladin. Can't say that I blame
Attention. Bravo 6-4,
you.
report to Armor Bay 2.
Dance.
Bravo 6-4
Can't
to
even
Armor
imagine
Bay
having
2.
to look him in the face and pull the trigger.
If we're going to defeat the Institute, we can't allow personal feelings to interfere with our mission.
Spoken like a true disciple of Maxon. Anyway, we need to move on to more important things now. Like getting Liberty Prime off of life support. We've been feeding him power through the Pridwin's engines, but there isn't nearly enough juice to cold start his fusion reactor. That's why we need you to find us a beryllium agitator.
And I'm betting you know right where to find it.
Of course I do. I didn't become head of ship maintenance just because of my good looks. The CEO was some kind of an inventor. Dreamed up all sorts of nuclear power toys. The agitator was his crown jewel. Records show he was working on it in his lab at the top of their high-rise in the financial district. That's where we're headed. Hope you don't mind a little company, because I'm coming with you.
Yeah, it would be helpful if you tagged along.
I knew you'd see it my way. Kels has a vertibird on standby, waiting to drop us off on the roof of the mass fusion tower. Grab whatever gear you need and meet me on the flight deck. If the Institute finds out the agitator's there, they'll do everything they can to keep it out of...
Não te preocupes. Já estou preparado. Sempre preparado para tudo, para tudo, para tudo, para tudo. Hã? Para... Não. Não vamos deixar o Instituto saber, não. Não vamos deixar, não. Ah, mano! Quase que ia. Motherfucker! Motherfucker! Motherfucker!
We have clearance for release. You might want to hang on, sir. The drop can be a little rough.
Motherfucker! E a minigun está toda vermelha, meu. E a minigun está toda vermelha. Está quente.
Hostile target sighted on the roof, sir. Prepare to engage.
Damn synths are crawling all over the place.
Bra 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 bra. Bra 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 bra. Bra 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 bra. Alright. They're trying to shoot us, man. They're trying to shoot us, man. Well, fail out.
We're in position. Go, go!
Paladin.
Let's go. Meu comando tá a ficar sem bateria. Já tá. Meu comando já tá a comer.
False alarm.
Vamos encontrar um cartão meu. Vamos encontrar um cartão. Todos os 20. Yep. Tem cartão. Mas eu posso abrir essa porta.
Thanks.
What the fuck, man?
See the agitator anywhere.
Eu sei qual é a password. É mencione.
Nice. Must have been moved. Let's check out that terminal over there. You found the key card. Good. Now we can get that elevator running.
Anda. Anda.
Excuse me, Proctor Ingram.
This place has seen better days, that's for sure.
Ainda é uma zona. Está todo partido. Eu teria medo de estar aqui neste elevador. Eu tenho vertigens. Eu não gosto de estar a olhar sítios altos para baixo, meu. Ainda por cima no elevador que é feito de vidro.
Don't do anything stupid. You're going to do what I say.
They knocked out the power to the elevators.
Ok, onde é que eu consigo restaurar energia? Aqui.
Checking. Appears to be sensors need calibration. I am detecting stealth activity.
Proctor Ingram?
Amazing that this tower's still standing. Hope it stays that way
Overactive
while we're
sensors. Nothing more. Sensitivity of my sensors clearly needs adjustment.
I was in error. No one offline. Is someone present?
There it is. Mass fusion's reactor. Don't make them like that anymore.
I'm in.
Powering up. Protectron on duty.
Radiation levels are dangerously high in there. Let me know if you need any radiation protection. I'll communicate with you through their intercom system while I monitor everything from out here.
Contamination complete. You may proceed.
The beryllium agitator should be in a port at the top of the reactor.
Proctor Ingram.
Let's keep moving. We've got a lot of building to cover.
Reinforcements! I'll help hold them off! Make sure you get the agitator out of here!
Ceasefire.
I was able to keep the Institute from getting their hands on the beryllium agitator.
Glad to see you're still in one piece.
I wouldn't have made it without your help.
That's funny. I seem to remember having to talk you into letting me come along. Anyway, we shouldn't stand around here talking. We've got a lot of work to do. Well, this is it. Moment of truth. We pre-programmed Liberty Prime's battle coordinates into his navigational processor. As soon as he's under his own power, he'll head straight for the Institute. Elder Maxon wants you to follow, and make sure he arrives at the CIT in one piece. I've checked every wire and every bolt on the big guy. All we need to do is plug in the agitator, start Prime's reactor, and cross our fingers.
We don't need luck, Ingram. We've got you.
I didn't do it alone. Look, I discussed it with Elder Maxon, and we think you should be the one who has the honor of starting Liberty Prime. Just plug the beryllium agitator into his reactor port, then head back down here and press the transfer button. Good luck, Paladin. Ad Victoriam.
Bem, amiguinhos, isto vai ficar para o próximo episódio. Vamos reunir um monte de gente e a mandar o instituto abaixo. Bem, vemo-nos à tarde.